All right, Chapter 4, Joint Design Preparation of Metals. We're going to go back to the title page. Operations, Operator Circular Welding Theory Application Training Circular 9237, May 1993, Headquarters Department Army Distribution, approved for public distribution, distribution unlimited. All right, Chapter 4, Joint Design Preparation of Metals. For one, joint type. What are made with the joints? What are made at the junction? Welds are made at the junction. Various pieces that make up the weld at the junction part with the joints is defined the location two or more members are to be joined. Parts being joined to produce the weldment may be in the form of roll plate, sheets, shapes, pipes, casting, forgings, billets. The five basic types of the welding joints are listed below: joint butt, joint corner, joint edge, joint lap, joint T. For your forward one, show the five basic types of the joints: butt joint. B, joint between the two members of the lining approximately the same plane. C, corner joint. The joint may be two members located approximately at the right angles of each other that form an angle. Edge joint, joint between the edges of the two or more parallel, mainly parallel members. Lap joint. L, a joint between the two overlapping members. T joint, a joint between two or more members located approximately at right angle to each other in the form of a T. Welding joints. In order to produce weldment, it is necessary to combine the joint types of the weldment type of the produced weld joints, joining separate members. Each type of the weld cannot easily be combined with each type of joint to make a weld joint. Table 4.1 shows the weld applicable to the basic joints. And this shows your weld type: fillets, plugs, slots, projection square, V bevel, U groove, J groove, flare, V groove, flare, bevel groove. Welding symbol: butt for B for corner, C for corner, E for lap, lap T, and that's if they can be made out of that. All right, your weld joint design preparation. Purpose of the weld joint design to transfer stress between the members of the joint thoroughly throughout the weldment with a force of load with the introduced with the different joints, different points transmitted in different areas throughout the weldment. The type of loading and the services of the weldment have great bearing on the joint design required. Categories. Welds can be classified in two basic categories: full penetration or partial penetration joints. Full penetration joints have weld metal throughout the entire cross section of the weld joint. Partial penetration joints are unfused areas. The weld does not completely penetrate the joint. Rating of the joint is based on the percentage of the weld metal depth of the total joint, i.e., 50% of the partial penetration would the weld metal halfway through the joint. Note: weld joint subjetted dynamic load reversing loads impact leads. The weld joint must have very efficient, more important weldment in subjetted cold temperature surfaces. Such surfaces require full penetration welds. Designed to increase stresses by using partial joints are not acceptable for a type of service. The strength of the weld joints depends not only on the size of the weld but also on the strength of the weld metal. Mild low alloy steel generally strength of the materials being joined. When welding high alloy heated treat materials, special precautions must be taken to ensure welding heat does not cancel the heat treatment of the base metal, causing it to revert lower strength adjacent to the weld. Or your design: the weld joint must be designed with a cross-sectional area with the minimum possible. The cross-sectional area is the measurement of the amount of the weight of the weld metal that must be even to make of the joint. Joints must be prepared: shearing, thermal cutting, and machinery. Carbon low alloy joint design preparation. Welded joints are prepared either by flame cutting, mechanical, or by machining, grinding, depending on the joint detail. Before welding, the joint surfaces must be cleared of all foreign materials such as paint, dirt, scale, must. So suitable solvents or other light grinding can be caused by used for cleaning. Joint surfaces should not be nicked or gouged. Since nicks and gouges may interfere with welding operation specification information. Welding carbon low alloy metals may be found in Chapter 7, Paragraph 710. Alright, caution: aluminum and aluminum alloys should not be cleaned with a caustic soda or strong cleaner with a pH above 10. The aluminum and aluminum alloy will react chemically with these type of cleaners. Other non-ferrous metals and alloys should be investigated prior to using the cleaners to determine the reactivity. Your welded joint design preparation continues. Aluminum alloy joint design preparation. When joining design of often unintentionally required joint welds that cannot be made with a checker designed to avoid similar errors before welding. Joint surfaces must be cleared with all foreign materials such as paint, dirt, scale, oxide, solvent, cleaning, light grinding, etching, or they can be used. Joint surfaces should not be with nicks or ground, since nicks or gouges may interfere with the welding operation. Specific information repairing welding aluminum alloys may be found in Chapter 7, Paragraph 717. Stainless steel alloy joint design and preparation. These welded joints are prepared with the bioplasma arc cutting, machine grinding, depending on the alloy. While welding joint surfaces must be cleaned with all foreign material, such as paint, dirt, scale, oxide. Cleaning may be done with a suitable solvent. Light grinding care should be taken with avoid nicking, ground, gouging the joint surfaces, since such flaws can interfere with the welding operation. Specific information regarding welding stainless steel alloys metals may be found in Chapter 7, Paragraph 714. All right, 4-4, weld accessibility. Welding joints accessible to the welder use process and employed welding joints. Other design errors cannot be made. Figure 4-2 illustrates several types of inaccessible welds. Small diameter pipe, structure detailed box column, 4-2 inaccessible welds. Chapter 5, welding and cutting equipment. Testing.